Hello everyone, my name is Saplings and in this video I am attempting to survive the next 100 days in hardcore flat world with nothing but trees
Made by Dandruff's props.
so the more I wait, the more trees grow, and the more crowded it gets, the more dangerous it gets. Also, I got only one life. So if I die, the challenge is completely over and I will be put into spectator mode. And if you know better condition, villagers don't actually spawn in the flat worlds, which make this challenge a way more harder, grindier and time consuming. So if you guys end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. That would mean so much to me and it's absolutely free and you can always change your mind later. With all that said, this is the story of how I survived 100 days in hardcore forest nothing. Anyways guys, enjoy the video. Before starting the world, as you can see, all the settings are completely locked and they cannot be changed. So I cannot cheat in any ways guys, so this will be a fair challenge. Now I have just spawned in our flat world guys with a starting map and I decided to break it instead of taking each item out, and it contains a starting book which actually tells about these crafting recipes and some loot table changes. And I started off day one with punching trees as all do in normal worlds, and I made myself a wooden axe, sorry, and continued to chop down some trees. And after slaughtering some animals, I have just stopped by an area to make myself a bed and a leather helmet. And any kind of armor is better than having no armor at this point, because remember guys, I'm playing it in hardcore mode and on hard difficulty, so some few hits from a zombie can heal me, and that's why it's very important to protect myself at this point. I also made a wooden cauldron which is a custom crafting recipe in this behavior pack, and now I have just some small trick to duplicate the charcoal and craft some more campfires so I can cook food efficiently and very quickly rather than just cooking them in one campfire. I decided to put some wooden slab above the campfire so I don't burn myself because I'm an idiot. And just like that, the night fell and we slept through the night. And now I have just chopped some trees to get enough wood for making some more campfires, to cook some saplings, to get dead bushes, which is another lootable change in this behavior pack or map. Now my plan is to get 3 iron ingots from zombies, make a bucket and clear out a large piece of land, which you will see later. So I just went around and killed some zombies and witches and creepers and a baby zombie who drops an iron ingot, and spiders and zombies and creepers, and finally decided to sleep as I didn't want to push my luck further. Literally, this is all I keep doing for the next couple of days. Chop trees, kill mobs, and this is a small little montage of what happened, where I had some close calls, killed Enderman, got a carrot from a zombie, obtained my second piece of iron ingot along with some gold armor, poisoned by a witch and brought down to half a heart, and finally got my third piece of iron ingot. So I crafted a bucket, and on day 9 it finally rained, and it means I can get some water. So I placed my cauldron down and waited for some time and waited. I scooped up water, and I had a really cool idea, that is to clear a large patch of saplings using water and at night, so the saplings will not be able to grow. So this is a cool idea if you want to build a small little starter base, so you won't be attacked by mobs when you are doing some other works. So this was my idea, and I managed to pull it off somehow when so many mobs are around me trying to kill me. After storing my items in a double chest, I continued to clear the saplings and chopped some trees down. And on day 12, I made infinite water by a small little trick, that is to dig a hole down and place the water bucket on top and bone mill the bottom block so that it creates a seagrass which turns the flowing water into water source. So like that I got infinite water. And after creating a old school 2 by 2 square, I continued to chop down trees and clear out saplings for another 8 days. Finally, on day 19, I got this large piece of land, guys. So the next thing to do is fence the whole area and light up the area so no mobs can be able to spawn inside the enclosure. So I duplicated the charcoal by placing and breaking the campfires and repeating the same thing for several times, and crafted some torches and lit up the whole place, and made myself a shield to defend against the skeleton arrows. Now I decided to put some carpets on top of fences so I can get in and out easily. And look who spawned in, guys. A vindicator. I think he spawned in part of a villager patrol, and I killed him and got my first emerald, which is very nice. So I looked around for other villagers, but there was none. So I continued to put the carpets on top of the fences. As we have a proper base set up now, the next important thing is food. So for that I built these two pens for cows and sheep, and in order to breed them we need wheat. So I bone meal the grass to get some seeds, and I tilled the land using a hoe and planted these seeds along with potatoes and carrots that I got from zombies. The next day I got some cows into the pen, bred them using wheat, and also increased land for growing crops. And while I was killing some zombies, a modern trader has spawned with some sugarcane trade for an emerald. So I traded with him and got myself a piece of sugarcane. Immediately I planted it and waited for it to grow. With that sugarcane, I crafted 4 pieces of fireballs, 4 campfires to craft a lava bucket. And yes, I started to make a cobblestone generator beside the sheep pen. So I placed the lava down and started to mine the cobblestone. After getting 3, I made myself a stone pickaxe so I can mine the cobblestone very efficiently without wasting any time. With that cobblestone I can make myself a furnace and stone tools. So now we have moved from wood to stone, which means I can finally smelt all the gold armor into gold nuggets. And remember guys, gold is very valuable to craft blaze rods, which will be used to craft obsidian. On day 31, I managed to lure these zombie villagers, and my plan is to cure them in the future. I trapped them in a hole and made a roof over them to prevent them from burning in the daylight. The next couple of days were spent to build a small little starter house to stay in and store my stuff. I started to build a mob farm or a mob grinder on top of my house. I built it up 23 blocks so most of the mobs will die by fall damage. This is a standard kind of mob farm with 4 water streams, pushing the mobs into a 3x3 hole in the middle. At last, the starter house and the mob farm have been completed, guys. I labeled all these tests and organized the stuff, and all the crops have been grown. In between, I have been breeding the mobs also, guys, and this is the mob farm. And the cool thing about it is that creepers can't explode even when I'm very near them. Also, I can lift the trapdoors up and get in and out of there quite easily, which is very convenient. Now I can go to the nether, cause if you remember, this map comes with a behavior pack which added some different recipes including obsidian. So now I crafted myself 12 pieces of obsidian just to make the portal in middle and align with the carpet. I also crafted myself a extra fireball to light it up. Before going into the nether, I decided to fish up some good bows so that they can help if some guards or skeletons attack me, especially when I'm wearing leather armor. So my idea was to build a little pond and fish until I get a decent bow. So I did and captured some loot, nautilus shells and enchanted fishing rods, enchanted books, and after some fishing I got all these enchanted books, some fish and some random junk like saddles, lily pads, and this is just for good bows and a good fishing rod. I got all these good bows. This is something that I have never ever seen in Minecraft. A skeleton with 3 pieces of diamond armor. I know it exists in Minecraft, but I have never seen one. But the unfortunate part about it is that it only dropped its diamond helmet. Finally, on day 58, it's time to go to the nether, where I spawned in the worst nether location I've ever seen. It turned out we were in a basalt lava biome surrounded by a whole lot of magma cubes, so I was extra precocious because I was wearing a golden helmet and other armor was just leather. So I went around and gathered some resources, occasionally finding some structures. Especially, I was gathering some gold to barter with the piglings. You shall see later. And after some time, I stumbled upon a warped forest, so I went in there and gathered some resources. Let's do a small montage of what happened from day 59 to day 73. After getting some resources from the warped forest, I started searching for bastions on striders, which were very useful to traverse the nether via lava lakes. The next day, I found one bastion, so I parked my striders, dug through the bastion, made a tunnel to protect me from the large magma cubes, looted the chests. I also got myself a diamond sword and some iron ingots, which were very useful and helpful, and collected the gold blocks. Now I went for an exploration where I farmed some blocks, stumbled upon a ruined portal with an enchanted golden apple in it, which was amazing luck. Found some more bastions and looted them carefully and took the gold blocks. And finally traded with some piglins with the gold blocks that I got from the bastions and some mining. After all that, on day 74, I decided to set out in search of another fortress, so I could get some blaze rods, diamonds, and nether warts. Craft myself 12 Eyes of Ender and 12 End Portal frames and start preparing for the Ender Dragon fight. But man oh man, it was pretty hard in the nether with all the magma cubes, skeletons, and ghasts, even when I am wearing 2 pieces of iron armor. I took a strider and went on searching for another fortress. But finding fortresses has been super hard when finding a bastion was super easy. At last, I found another fortress in a soul sand valley, so I dug into it and after exploring it carefully, I came across the nether wart room and a couple of chests with the diamonds. Remember guys, you need these to actually craft the end portal frames, so I took them all, killed some blazes for blaze rods and returned to the overworld and finally slept through the night, which was amazing after spending a whole lot of time in the nether. This is all the stuff I got from the nether guys, and I started to store them in the chests. On day 81, I trapped 2 more zombie villagers and started to make an open area for them to work, sleep, and make baby villagers. First, I placed 20 beds and started to fence the area around them to keep the villagers safe and secure. After that, I placed a brewing stand down and started brewing some weakness potions. Splashed them with the potions and gave them a golden apple to cure. After some time, they turned into villages. Now, I let them free and started my emerald run by trading the resources that I have like raw food, rotten flesh, gold ingots, string, fish and etc. While I am trading with the villagers, a wandering trader has spawned in with sweetberry, pumpkin and red sand traits. I bought them and started to plant sweetberry bushes and place a slab on top of them so I never poke myself in them. I am checking breed with these villagers to help them breed and to get baby villagers, which is cool. On the next day night, I made 2 new pets by feeding the cats fish. I decided to build some small patches of soul sand around the nether portal for the nether wart to grow and to feel like the nether is corrupting the overworld slowly. What I'm gonna do now is plant some sugarcane to simply fill the area between them. After an insane amount of trading with villagers, I got myself 24 blocks of emerald and I finally crafted 12 end portal frames, 12 eyes of enders and constructed the portal and lit it up. Now we have to prepare for the Ender Dragon fight. So for that I brewed some slow falling and stench potions and made one card pumpkin for me to wear so Endermen don't aggro when I look at them. I made both of my weaponsmith and armorer to master level and between them by day 98 I had a diamond sword, diamond chestplate and boots. With the remaining diamonds, I made myself a diamond leggings. With all that being done guys, it's finally time to fight the Ender Dragon. You guys know the drill as it's pretty straightforward. First things first, I drank my slow falling potion in case if the dragon fling me into the air. I can MLG water bucket, but we don't want to risk it as it's hardcore mode and I got only one life. I shot my first end crystal down and made my way up to the second one. From there, I shot two more crystals, pillared up to break the caged end crystals. After breaking the remaining crystals down, I drank my strength potion and started attacking the dragon. I also got myself some dragon breath and continued to attack the dragon. Finally, I killed the dragon with an arrow on day 98. So yeah, I collected the XP and took the dragon egg in the classic dodge method and jumped into the portal. And slept through the night with my cat on me. On day 100, the last day of this challenge, I tried to decorate up the whole area with paths, grass and flowers to make it look nice for you guys when you download the world. That has been day 1 to day 100 in Forest Nothing guys. Thank you very much for watching and I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe and the link for the world download is in the description if you wanna check the world for yourself. But anyways guys, my name has been 7123 and I'll see you guys soon. Take care and bye for now.